Justice for Nip.
Or your boy would have been there like, yeah, you got it.
You did. You did.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Nasho, and welcome to COOLIN TV. Y'all, for the past 5 years, there's been a lot of speculation on the death of Nipsey Hussle. Was he set up or was he not? Was this just a random hit or was he set up by Big U? So in this video, we gonna go through everything ourselves. All right, coming from me, y'all gonna get my opinion of it, and I'm gonna see what y'all think about it at the end. So we gonna start with Big U and Nipsey Hussle business deals. So one time after Nipsey died, all right, Big U, he went on live with somebody and he said he had no business deals with Nipsey whatsoever, all right, which contradict a lot of things that he said in the future too.
I ain't killed Nipsey and had nothing to do with it because I wouldn't have benefited from Nipsey. I didn't have no business with Nipsey. Nipsey ain't signed to me one sign.
So he said he had no business with Nipsey whatsoever, all right? He wasn't getting a piece of nothing. So in this next clip, Big U gonna break down one of the contracts that he had with Nip, and he gonna break down the numbers and everything for y'all, all right? Now pay attention.
In terms of the Sony deal.
The Sony deal was we signed straight to Sony. Cinematic Music Group got 20%, 30% everything. I got 15% everything. And
The deal fall apart.
it never fell apart. The deal never fell apart. It was a 7-year deal. It was a 7-year deal. It was 5 albums, 7 years. We signed, and I had publishing starting in 2009, all the way for 7 years. 2009, that would put us in 2016.
Well, it had to fall apart, or he wouldn't have been able to sign with Atlanta.
No, Sony just let it go.
So in that clip, Big U didn't even know the deal off the top of his head. All right, he said 7-year deal, then he went to a 9-year deal, then he went back to 7, then he said 5 albums, 7-year deal. So he had 15% for 7 years, and that's that contract. Now pay attention to this next video, y'all. He gonna break down a whole different deal on Bootleg Kev.
We signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Crazy.
Hello. But I ain't tripping off of that because, you know, it is what it is. But I do have that. You know what I mean? So,
wait, so your deal with Nipsey was 10 years?
It's 10 years.
It was a 10?
It was 10 years, 25% of publishing to Air Miss Astrodome.
Oh, wow. So 09 to 2019.
09 to 2019.
So technically, Victory Lap.
Hello.
Okay. Wow.
Wow.
So y'all just heard him. Now in that clip, Big U said Nip and him had a 10-year deal from 2009 to 2019. Now that's different from that first clip I showed y'all. He said he had a 7-year deal from 2009 to 2016. Nipsey passed away in 2019. Now the contract all of a sudden ends in 2019. All right, that's the same year that Nipsey passed. So I don't know if that's a coincidence or what. Y'all tell me in the comment box. So that was basically, you know, some of the business that was going on behind the scenes. Like I said, at one time, Big U said they didn't have no business deals, but then y'all just saw the 2 videos claiming 2 different types of contracts that he had with Nip. So it ain't adding up. Now, over the years, there's been a lot of, you know, talk online, a lot of people from their hood, even people going on No Jumper, everything. People been saying, you know, Nipsey was getting too big. Big U started to kind of envy Nip, you know, maybe a little jealousy in there, or Nip wasn't giving enough back to the hood. It was a lot of talk on what was going on exactly with their relationship. So when Nip and Blacc Sam, you know, they started their whole clothing business when they was coming up, when Nip actually got the name Crenshaw going viral, everybody wanted a Crenshaw hoodie. You know, everything was just Crenshaw. Nip blew that name up on those hoodies and those crew necks. Now, Big U being the big homie in the rolling 60s, you know, he felt like the hood needed a piece. You got Crenshaw on the hoodie, you got Crenshaw on all these clothes. Man, the hood need a piece of that. And Nip and his brother wasn't going for it, all right? That was their business. Them and All Money In, that was their thing, all right? Now, Big U did help Nip come up. He helped Nipsey in a lot of different ways. We can't deny that. All right, it's all documented. They did a lot of different things together, and they did both have love for each other. But once the Marathon clothing blew up and those Crenshaw hoodies was everywhere and those crew necks was seen all over LA, Big U felt like he needed a piece. So what Big U did, he went and started his own clothing and put Crenshaw on everything. All right, obviously it didn't look like the Marathon or Nipsey's brand, but you know, he put Crenshaw to try to claim the name that's his and not Nip's. If anybody gonna buy anything that say Crenshaw on it, that's me. And at one point, Big U said Crenshaw wasn't even Nipsey's thing. Nipsey's thing was Slauson Boy. So he felt like he needed a piece of that Crenshaw thing, man. So that was the first thing in the public, you know, where it got real weird. So what Blacc Sam and Nip did, they went and branded their clothing that had Crenshaw on it with the Marathon. So they put a Marathon tag in all the clothing. So if anybody bought anything with Crenshaw on it and it didn't have the Marathon tag on it, it was a knockoff. And Blacc Sam made that real clear.
And one of the things was, you know, while the sweater and the crew necks is getting famous, everybody start bootlegging our shit.
Oh.
And so we like, man, how do we stamp like that it's official?
You wanna,
yeah, you know what I'm saying? How do
you
we...
were the guy at first, huh? Now you all tripping.
Right, you know. I said we gotta respect the game. You know, they bootlegging our shit,
but not too much.
Right. How do we stamp it? Hustle like, nah, we gon' if the tag ain't Marathon, the Crenshaw crew neck is a knockoff, and that was genius. And so now people like, yeah, that's if it ain't got the Marathon on it, it ain't the real one. Yep.
Now, people apparently don't know how dangerous Big U is. So Nipsey's homeboy, Fats. So Fats was Nipsey's boy.
Damn, I wish my nigga Fats was here. How you died 30-something after banging all them years?
And one day in the hood, Big U wanted to get down with Nipsey, all right? He wanted to squabble with Nipsey, and apparently Big U tried to knock Nipsey out, like he tried to fight him. But Fats stepped in and knocked out Big U, all right? He knocked him flat on his ass, and that was the whole thing Wack was talking about. Then Wack go to say that Fats actually got killed a week later after that. So when he knocked Big U out flat on his ass, Fats somehow ended up dead a week later from that fight.
You know, it's a little nigga named Fats, about 5'6", little fat nigga. About 260.
Both the Fats? The nigga that died?
Hold on. You know what happened to him about a week before he died, right?
I heard something about some weed shit.
No. Fats put Big U on his pockets.
Damn.
Big U tried to take off on Nip, and Fats took off on Big U and set him on his pockets. In front of everybody. A week later, Fats was out of here. Think somebody might have shot him. I don't know what happened.
So this is what I'm saying, all right? People really don't know how dangerous Big U is, but this is the type of power that he did have, so people did assume he probably did this to Nipsey too. Now, when everything went real left with Nip and Big U, all right, that's when DJ Khaled came to the hood. Nipsey brought DJ Khaled to the Rolling 60s, and Big U, you know, he had a problem with it. Apparently, Big U tried to extort DJ Khaled, so he felt like if Nip bringing DJ Khaled to the hood, DJ Khaled gonna have to break some bread, all right? He gonna have to bring that money to the hood and spread that shit out. And Nipsey and Blacc Sam wasn't going for it. They said DJ Khaled is coming to the hood and he ain't being extorted. He said we ain't going for that and don't even think about it, cause it's all love around here. We ain't extorting nobody. This is around the time when Nipsey and DJ Khaled and John Legend, they were shooting a music video for the song Higher with all three of them. And Nipsey wanted DJ Khaled to come to the hood for the video.
Not to get into too much detail, but there was a lot of big politics getting into it with certain people. You know, Hustle had DJ Khaled in the hood. Not to be speaking too much on shit, but we came frontline like we always do. And, you know, niggas gonna know we gonna crash out behind it. We not playing. Ain't nobody saying nothing to Khaled. Ain't nobody doing nothing to Khaled. And he's straight. And Hustle frontline that. And, you know, we felt like certain people didn't like that. And did the video. Khaled got out of there perfect and smooth. And, you know, we appreciated Khaled for showing up.
In that interview,
Thank you.
if can pay attention and understanding what he's saying, he basically saying before Nip died, Big U and Nip had an issue about Nip bringing DJ Khaled to their neighborhood.
They definitely did. And Big U had him ran up out of there.
Now you see what I'm saying?
He sent the team over there. That's a fact.
Now see, that dispels all this Big U been saying all this time.
Bro,
oh, me and nephew ain't had no problem. Me and nephew was cool. That's a lie.
What I've been telling you, bro.
You been saying that, bro.
And for y'all who don't know, Blacc Sam do not mess with Big U. Now, back in the days when Nipsey had to get DP, when he had to, you know, report to the gang, and Big U called him, Blacc Sam had a problem with it. You know, he tried to stop Nipsey from going outside. He tried to stop Nipsey from going to get DP, whatever it was.
Wack, but wasn't Blacc Sam and Big U already into it?
No, Blacc Sam was into it because of what he did to his brother.
Well, I ain't no rapper. I'm a scrapper. So, we end up having to come talk about that. pull up the homies, and Nip admitted his wrong, but still there's some consequences to your wrong. I came to pick him up that morning so he can get his discipline. And his brother got in the way, talking about my brother not going nowhere. If I was his brother, I'd have did the same thing. Like, you're not going nowhere with these niggas. I would have did the same shit. But I mean, you not from 60s though. And you're not from the hood, so, you can't really speak on hood business. And really, that's really what happened. Me and Nip talked that night. We went and chopped it up, and it was never nothing after that.
Now, on March 31st, 2019, that was the day nobody gonna ever forget, man. All right, so Eric Holder, a fellow Rolling 60s member, all right, Nipsey knew him, he knew Nipsey, Big U knew him, and the whole hood knew him. So apparently Eric was in the car with his girl, all right? His girl was driving him, and they parked in this alleyway next to Nipsey's Hussle store, the Marathon. They parked in the alleyway right beside the store, and Eric got out. He got out, walked up with no shirt on. Now, he turned the corner, walked up to the shop, everybody was there. Now, they see him, everybody know who it is. He walked in and went straight up to Nipsey. Now, they saying he tried to dap up Nipsey, he was trying to be cool or whatever. It really wasn't no argument. But the thing is, Nipsey told him, he wasn't good in the hood or something like that. He had a snitch jacket on him, and he just needed to get things cleaned up before he come around. That's all Nipsey said. It wasn't no aggression or nothing like that.
You had any dialogue with Nip that day, or did anybody say he said something?
Yeah, no, they had dialogue, but it was in the mix of him coming up, talking to bro, and whatever transpired, it wasn't an aggressive dialogue. It was just maybe small talk, and then maybe people saying Nip brought something up to him. Okay, he may have, but it wasn't. To me, that don't. Whatever the dialogue was, that didn't justify, or that didn't turn into that. You know what I'm saying? He came there for a reason, and Mag got the reverses. I mean, he got the charges reversed because Hussle asked him something about it and humbled him real quick. But I think it's gonna come to the light.
Did you know Eric Holder before?
Yeah, we probably seen him a couple times when he was younger. Yeah, we probably seen him. It's gonna come to the light.
Did you know Eric Holder before?
Yeah, we probably seen him a couple times when he was younger. He hadn't been in the hood like that. They're saying he had some like a snitch jacket on him, or he couldn't come around. Me personally, Hussle, Fats, like we seen a lot of the homies raised because we at that shop 7 days a week. Mm-hmm. Before it was the Marathon store, when it was Slauson T, Slauson Ave, we had weed spots all in the hood. So we seen a lot of the young homies raised, from kids to teenagers to adults. We watched them, they know us. We know them. Anything we throw in the parking lot, if you from that area, if you from the 60s, if you from the 30s to the 100s, when Hussle throw something in that parking lot, you coming. From whatever it is. You in the hood, you smoking weed, you coming to our spots. He was never at any functions. He was never at any grand openings. He was never at anything Hussle was doing. He was never at any shows. It's because he wasn't good in the hood. So all this other shit niggas is talking about, I don't know it. He wasn't good. He wasn't good, and he was not good, and he was not around for a reason.
Now, Eric Holder got mad as hell. He went out, he went back to the car. Now, my thing is, this was already planned because why the hell is he parking in the alleyway if he going up to the store just to say what up? What Blacc Sam was saying, he knew it was a hit, all right? Eric knew what he was going to do because that's why he had his girl parked like that. He came up to the spot to check it out just to see if it was anybody around with guns. So he leave the store, go back to the car, get his gun and a red t-shirt, come around the block shooting. And that's when Nipsey Hussle got killed, and Blacc Sam laid this out in detail.
Was it as random as what the public thought it was? Like, Nip seen somebody, Eric, and talked, and...
I mean, he already got convicted, so for me, without going into too many details, somebody come to the shop they know we in the doorway. When Hustle pull up, we in the doorway. You gonna see me with a hoodie on, and I got a pistol on me. You gonna see one of the team members in the hoodie in the doorway with a pistol. That's protocol when Hustle pull up. So it's Sunday. It's busy in there. Why the niggas in there didn't follow the protocol? I wasn't there. Why they didn't follow it? Maybe they was fucking around helping the customer, doing some fucking customer service. This is what I'm thinking, trying to, you know, transition into some legitimate, just selling clothes. But nobody was in the doorway. And from my understanding, old boy walked up with no shirt on first to check the scene, because he know what's going on in that parking lot. And had a conversation, probably seen nobody was in the doorways, checked Hustle had on shorts, checked everybody else, left. They say came back with a red shirt on, tiptoed through the alley, and went right and started shooting. So to me, that's premeditated. Number one, there's no red shirts in the hood. You can't buy no red shirt. No liquor store sell no red shirt. Number two, when a nigga come through the alley with a red shirt, that's the throw off, or the Bloods did it, or the Inglewood families did it, or the BPS, that's the throw off, red shirt. So for me, he felt he was supposed to do a job, or somebody sent him or whatever, and he was nervous. He was supposed to hit that alley with that red shirt immediately, but he didn't do that. He came in and he wanted to check the scene. He wanted to make sure he wasn't getting into a shootout. And that's my thoughts on it. You understand? So, and can't nobody tell me nothing about that, because it just don't make no sense. It's not random, you know?
So when you listen to that, it do seem like a planned hit. It don't seem like Eric Holder just got mad, went to the car, got a gun, went back to shoot Nip. That story tells you that he had murder on his mind, and this was 100% premeditated. Now y'all stay tuned, because this is where it get crazy, y'all. Now before Nipsey died, his homeboy Loose Cannon, another rolling 60, Loose Cannon got a call. He got a call from Big U, and Big U said somebody shot Nipsey. Now Nipsey wasn't dead when Loose Cannon got this call. Big U just called Loose Cannon, said Nipsey was dead, so Loose Cannon decided to call Nip. Now he called Nip, and Nip answered the phone, and he said, "What up?" He didn't say nothing about Big U's call at all. He just acted like everything was cool with Nip, and they just got off the phone. Now 30 minutes later, after he got off the phone with Nip, Nip turned out dead, bro. So Big U called Loose Cannon 30 minutes before Nipsey got shot. All right, he called him saying Nipsey got shot when it didn't even happen yet, y'all.
So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, sick, so I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey, and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's up with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone, and I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him the call you just got, or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And that's what fucked me up, because my cousin is Nipsey baby mama. You get what I'm saying? So it was like, I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? Fuck you mean? That fuck you talking about?
No, because listen. So after I talked to Nipsey, and I was like, "Yeah, I love you, cuz," or whatever like that. I'll see you later, or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey, and so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, called Nip. Nip answered the phone.
Yep, and
you
we
like
were just talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it, because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. It'd be like they be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30
never
minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early, because the homie Shitty double back 3 times. You get what I'm saying? And first he shot him, boom, go into the alley, came back and shot him, boom. It wasn't good enough, and then he came back and he shot him again. But now it's like
how did he know?
Yeah, no, but
that's crazy.
It's deep. So it's like.
Now it gets crazier than that, y'all. So after Nipsey got killed, they announced his funeral at the Staples Center. All right, he had the biggest funeral in LA history. They had Nip taken around LA for one last ride around the city. And it turns out Big U did not go to the funeral. Now Big U go to funerals, all right? He talk about it, how he go to multiple funerals all the time, all right? He's not like a don't go to funerals guy. Nip was his homeboy. He was his biggest business partner. Why you not going to Nipsey Hussle funeral? Come on, if you love Nip so much, why not go to the funeral? Everybody going, the whole city going. Even people that's not going inside is going. So why not Big U go to the funeral? And I guess we won't ever know, man, because he don't talk about it. But one thing he do talk about is Nipsey Hussle's family, they don't fuck with him. He don't fuck with them and they don't fuck with him. All right, he don't talk to Lauren London. He don't talk to Nip's kids, Nip's baby mama, nothing. All right, he don't even reach out to him and he say he don't even want to talk to him.
But I can ask his family, why y'all ain't told the people that I ain't had nothing to do with this? Well, y'all know it. You want me to say something? But how about y'all say something? How about Lauren London, his brother, his mother, and all them say, y'all know this man had nothing to do with it. But you want to say me being quiet on something is me agreeing with it. Well, how about y'all being quiet? Huh? Don't that work the same way?
Wow.
When, I mean, be honest with you, why isn't it that they saying nothing? You want this to go like this. When clearly, he wasn't my friend. I didn't grow up with him. He's 25 years old. He's younger than my middle son. They was all friends. They all grew up together. Mm-hmm. They had a conversation. You know what I mean? Ain't nobody going to go do nothing. You're going to have a conversation with somebody that clearly got the conversation. So why are they letting it go like that? But you want me to say something to somebody.
And you still haven't had a chance to talk to the family or anything?
I'm not even trying to talk to the family, bro.
So after the murder of Nipsey happened, it got weird, man. It got weird for the estate of Nipsey Hussle, and it got weird for Big U, all right? So after Nipsey died, you know, it went into a whole war of people trying to get Nipsey's assets, all right? It went from the Crips trying to get his asset, you know, to family, which of course it should be with his family. But y'all, the Crips actually went and LLC'd the name Crips. And apparently they tried to take Nipsey Hussle's assets with using this trademark, all right? So the Crips was basically saying all Nipsey assets belong to us. Anything that he was doing that got Crips involved, the Roller 60 involved, anything with that on it, it belonged to us since we got this trademark now. That's what they were saying, and the estate was not going for it. So it's a lot of things that add up in this whole Nipsey Hussle story where you can see why people think this was a whole setup. Think about it. Now, when Eric Holder got caught, he got caught 2 days later, 20 miles away from the Marathon store. He got caught trying to register himself into a mental health hospital. So just by Eric going to do that right after a murder, that tells you that these niggas had a whole plan, all right? That tells you at least he had a plan, or the people he was around or sent by had a plan. All right, nigga, you gonna do this murder, you gonna go here, and you gonna check into this mental health hospital, so when you do, you know, get arrested or get caught, you can claim insanity, all right? You won't do no time if you claim insanity, and this is my opinion, all right? This looked like a clean setup or a clean plan to get out of this murder, and you could tell when Eric Holder went to court, his defense, you know, they tried to play that card. They tried to say that, you know, Nipsey caused Eric to do this, and this is why he acted as such. They tried to claim the whole mental thing, but it didn't work. Eric ended up getting 60 years to life in prison. And man, when he was in jail, they beat the brakes off of him. He went to court with his face looking like 3 different balloons, all right? It did not look good at all, but you know, he got what he got. People love Nipsey around the whole world. You probably go to any prison or any jail, you're gonna find people that love Nip. So when that happened, you know, it was people already in there ready to get on Eric Holder's head top, and that's what happened. And it's probably still happening. So this is why they saying Eric Holder was sent by Big U.
To pay attention is really going to dissect that interview and see what Sam is saying, bro. Sam is really alluding to that the boy Eric Holder was sent. He kind of alluding to like Big U done might have sent that nigga, bro.
Eric Holder is a little, bro. You don't remember when I said the only way a mental patient could walk into a mental facility and get checked in is he was already a previous.
Yes, he was already there. Yep.
You remember I used to tell everybody that. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was going to use that as part of his defense.
Now, Big U still denied the allegations that he had nothing to do with Nipsey's murder. You know, he not changing his story. He's standing on that. But the streets have been saying Big U is behind the murder of Nipsey Hussle. But with all this information I just gave y'all, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment box down below. Remember to like this video, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Instagram at COOLIN TV. Make sure you got these notifications turned on, and I'm gonna catch you in that next video. Peace out.